Every year, training sites are required to complete an SP3573 Site Application form to participate in the Motorcycle Skills Waiver Program. That program gives us the ability to issue road test waivers to students that successfully complete our basic rider courses. The SP3573 form has been updated, so I'm going to take you through a quick walkthrough of the form and provide an overview of where and how to access it. So I have here the old SP3573 form. I have it just so you have a frame of reference of what you have possibly seen in the past. And then we're going to take a look at the new form, where you can find it and how to fill it out. So this site application for the Motorcycle Skills Test Waiver Program has general areas. On page 1 here, you have the name, site, address. You have business contact information. It gathers insurance information. And at the bottom, it has you list the location of the ranges and the courses that are taught at each range location if you have more than one. On page 2, this is where they capture rider coach information for those rider coaches authorized to teach at your particular training site. So let's get rid of this form here and show you where to find the new form. So you're going to receive an email invite to folders on Box. Those folders on box.com are going to have your training provider information and forms. So here I have my email. I have sort of a dummy count set up. So you're going to see an invitation such as we have here. If you click accept invite, it's going to open up the form. You can put in your contact information. The email address that I sent the invite to will be your default email address. Create a password for yourself. Put in the correct phone number. Check the box, hit submit. So here we have a notice that they sent us a confirmation email. So let's go back to our email. You can click on that, verify email address, and it's telling us, welcome to Box. We can create and edit files, share and collaborate, and explore, right? We're just going to click on get started here. So here we got to complete the following actions in order to access the folder. So here it's terms of service. It says you are accessing the state of Wisconsin local network. It's for authorized user only, etc. So read through that and make sure you accept in order to get access to the box here. So here in my Box account, I see I have a getting started with Box folder, right? So it's not showing me those items I was shared with. It's showing my own Box folder now, which is fine. I'm going to go back to that original email and I'm going to accept the invite that I had to the folders that were created for my training site. So here we can now see that I have access to this Ride Safe Wisconsin test folder. You'll have access to your training provider named folder here in Box. If you click on this folder, you're going to see within this folder, there are a few more folders. One's REIRP documentation, quality assurance reports, DT50s, and rider coach documentations. Today, we're talking about the SP3573 form. We're going to put that in the REIRP documentation folder for you. So if you open up this folder, you can see we have that SP3573 available to us. So if I click on it, it's going to open up and we're going to see it's an Excel document, and you might have a tendency or a desire to click on a field and start typing. It's not going to work because right now you're sort of in a preview mode. You're not actually in a document that you can edit here. So up here in the upper right, it says open, and then it's going to give you some options based on our access here, but you're going to choose the one that you can to open up this particular document. I'm going to let it open up, and then we're going to take a closer look. So here we are inside Excel. Let me change the view so we can see it a little bit better here. I'm going to zoom her up to 200%. There we go. This is the new SP3573. Captures all the information the old form captured and just a couple more things here. So just to run you through the form and give you a little bit of an explanation. These shaded areas here are the areas in which you can enter information into the form. The other fields, while you might be able to click on them, should be locked down and you shouldn't enter information. Wow. You shouldn't enter information into those cells, all right? So just the shaded cells are being used here. Renewal type, that's a drop-down box. Most of the time it's going to be a renewal process for us unless you're in a new site and you're doing an original application. Application date, site name exactly as it appears on our license, the address, our MSF REIRP number, and authorization date. Here in this section, you have the ability to click on or enter information on what courses you offer at your particular site. So here in this example, if we offer a BRC, BRC2, EP1, or EP2 at our particular site, we can put an X in that box. When we put an X in, it turns green. If we were to remove the X, it's going to remove the indicator that you teach that particular curriculum at your training site. In this next section, we have our business contact information. So things like the owner, manager, coordinator, contact information, support staff, lead instructor name, telephone number, email address. Going on to section 2, page 2 here, it has the same required fields as far as your insurance company information is concerned. And then down below that, it has complete the following based on the location and ranges and the courses that are offered at each. So you would put in the site number, first off, then the address, city, state, and then what courses are taught at that particular site. Again, if you put a X in the box, it turns it green, and then you can move on. There's a spot for authorized representative to print sign date. Signing in this case is just typing in your name, which basically is indicating that you are agreeing to conform to all provisions of Trans 129. This third section here focuses on writer coach information. So those writer coaches that are authorized to teach at your particular training venue. So here we enter first name, last name, the WISTOT number, MSF number, email address, CPR expiration, and then you can check which particular curricula they are certified to teach in. After we've input our information here, we want to make sure we save. We can do a file, save, or up at the top, if you hit the little save disk icon, when you click on that, it's going to automatically save this back into Box. So let me close out of the Excel form, and we can see back in Box, it says a new version of this file is available. Would you like to refresh the page? Certainly. So I hit refresh. It's going to give me another preview. Now remember, the form isn't open right now, but it's a preview. So you can see a couple of the fields that I had changed information on here. Once again, if you want to open and manipulate more data, you want to go back to this open field and then click on the option that is available to you. So there it is, the new SP3573 form. It's located in Box. You as the training provider have access to those folders in Box. You're able to go in, update your form, and we on the other side of the house can go in and see that it's completed and make sure that we follow through with our workflow in getting it updated in the DOT database. As always, ride safe.